Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for this coming out here. If you're just joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. My people, they say truth does not hide. The truth is like, a light. When you try to put a light inside a cup, just try cover and you'll see it's still they shine out. You see, Nnamdi Kanu stood strong. He stand, gidigba, like nothing will I go do because I am for the truth. And that is the truth. When you know what you are saying, when you stand for the truth, you fear nobody because you are standing for the truth. And that is what is happening right now. Well, as it is right now, the United Nations finally takes up Nnamdi Kanu's case. They don't talk, say, enough is enough. You understand? They can no longer, fold their hands and see all these things that is going on. Well, I just want to reserve that one because this is not the first time, human rights in the United Nations have come. They warn the Nigerian government, they will sanction them, they will do this and all that. Even when the Nigerian government never obeyed all these rules, all their orders and all that, they still kept quiet about it. Maybe this time around, they are taking a serious action. But the truth is that these Biafra leaders, they stand strong. They stand strong. You understand? Not minding what is going to befall them or what has befriended them. They still too strong to say, we know our rights. This is how it is. And nobody is going to count us because we are saying what that is supposed to be. You understand? Well, Nigerians, this is getting more interesting. This inter-society, they have weighed in this Nnamdi Kanu's case and say that enough is enough. Let them see how Nigerian government will hide the truth. You understand? Let them see how Nigerian government will manipulate all those ones. Are we talking about the Nnamdi Kanu outburst in court on the 10th of February? You understand? When he told the lawyers face to face, he said, see, you people, you don't even know the knowledge of the law. You have little knowledge, of the law that you says you know. You understand? It was really very shameful. You understand? It's just like, telling your teacher, no, that spelling you not get and where. That was exactly what happened. So I just wanted to watch this video and see what is happening right now.
Most shocking is the commentaries by most people, especially legal practitioners, who are now picking what is irrelevant in the case to say Nnamdi Kanu derided his lawyers and derided the court. I don't agree with Nnamdi Kanu on many cases. I have disagreed with him on different occasions, especially on the issue of radicalization of our youth, which has turned our youth to animals, and a lot of things which has gone on with the style of the agitation. But in this case, I must say that Nnamdi Kanu is standing on a solid ground before the law. So on this very issue, the most important and fundamental issue are the issues raised by Nnamdi Kanu. And I said Nnamdi Kanu is standing on a solid ground. But before we go further, I would like us to play a little clip of what happened in the court. Now, for the benefit of those of you who have not watched the clip, or you have watched it or didn't watch the actual proceedings, because what many people are responding are what happened when Nnamdi Kanu was addressing the press when the court had risen. A lot of people have not seen the actual proceedings, the actual event, what happened during the proceedings. So let's take a look at the proceedings. Watch the clip and we come back and discuss it.
He did something in my case, I accused him, he was something official. I asked him to recuse himself. Why did the chief judge not insist I was right? He left my case.
Okay, listen. If anybody is not happy with this, then you need to go and
No, I cannot. Because I have a court order. I have a court order, you have refused yourself, I have a court order. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court, go to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You are condition official. You cannot preside over this case number again. Not in this life. You cannot. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. And one over here cannot force this court to preside on my case. You cannot. Not today, not you forever. You are recused and you stand recused. Tell the chief judge, Nnamdi Kanu said, go on appeal. I recused him from my case. The state recused Justice Adema from my case. I did not insist. Adema must hear my case. I never insisted. So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want you in my case. I don't need you in my case. You are biased. You are biased. You cannot be in my case. I don't know if you do the right thing. A chairman of the board of President's constitution shall resume propriety. Nowhere in the world such nonsense stop. You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're proceeding a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is the record of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand recused and you must take my case. You cannot try me. This man is not paying attention. There is an order of recusal, and he's a senior advocate for goodness sake. There is an order of recusal. Is that not the rule of law? The law says if you disagree with this, you go and appeal. You are a grown-up man. Because of 300 million, you are behaving like a child. Go and appeal. Because of money. Because of money they're paying you from ATM office, you are here standing and smoking evil. Because of money. A grown-up man like you. You say you have to want to behave like a man of honor. The rule of law says you go and appeal. His Lordship Peter, you will not try my case. Not on this planet Earth, I'm telling you that now. So stop wasting your time.
Now, to those who don't know, what actually happened in the court was that the matter came up for hearing before Justice Bintanyako. But before this time, Justice Bintanyako had recused himself. So take note that I'm using himself because in the legal balance, everybody in the bench is addressed in the male format. That is his lordship. So Justice Bintanyako had recused himself in January from the Nnamdi Kanu's case. And Nnamdi Kanu wrote a petition against Justice Bintanyako and the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, even up to the National Judicial Commission. Only for after all the investigation, the case came back to Justice Bintanyako. So Nnamdi Kanu raised an objection that the judge, Justice Bintanyako, cannot come back to sit upon the case after she had on record recused herself in January. That Justice Bintanyako coming back to sit upon the case he had recused himself in January amount to having an agenda, to having an interest to protect, because the judge had said, I no longer want this matter, I no longer want to do this matter should be sent to the Chief Judge. Only for the same judge to now come back and say, oh, the Chief Judge said I must hear the matter. So Nnamdi Kanu raised an objection saying Justice Bintanyako, having entered on record that he had recused himself, cannot come back and confer himself jurisdiction to hear the same matter he had recused himself. He went forward to say, even the Chief Judge who sent back the matter to Justice Bintanyako cannot do that because Justice Bintanyako on the record have said, I hereby recuse myself, I hereby refuse to have anything to do with this case. So he is standing on a solid ground. He is standing on a solid ground in law. And he says, having recused yourself, I no longer trust you, I no longer trust the reason, having recused yourself by reason of the petition I wrote, I no longer trust you, I no longer have confidence. I want to know why after recusing yourself, why after all my petition, you are not saying you must try me. Why is the Chief Judge after my petition saying it must be you that must try me? This is solid in law. This is the law. Forgive me. I'm not an Nnamdi Kanu fan. I've not been well with the way Amara has run the agitation and the way the agitation has kept illegal. But on this very ground, Nnamdi Kanu is standing on the solid ground. For crying out loud, the Federal High Court has adequate manpower. It has adequate manpower to choose from and get a new judge that will sit upon the matter. I do not understand why the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court will say Nnamdi Kanu must still go back before Justice Bintanyako, who has recused himself from the matter. And And I find it also shocking that Justice Bitanyako, who had on record recused himself, will also accept that. So Nnamdi Kanu is standing on a solid ground. So I'm disappointed in the lawyers whose takeaway from what happened is that Nnamdi Kanu disrespected his lawyer by saying they should not talk while he's talking. And Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in 2021, 27 June 2021. And I am standing here to tell you that the federal government has not done enough to prosecute him. It is against the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Even though Nnamdi Kanu does not profess to be a citizen of Nigeria, but he is a natural citizen of Nigeria by the blood flowing in him. It doesn't matter if he has denounced his citizenship 100 times. He doesn't need any application to be a Nigerian citizen, even if he tears his international passport 100 times. He remains a Nigerian citizen and must be given right to fair hearing. And right to fair hearing include right to prosecute him, right to fair trial, right to try him within a reasonable time. The federal government, to my best knowledge, has not demonstrated. Right from 2015, when they first arrested Nnamdi Kanu. For crying out loud, Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in 2015. From 2015, federal government could not commence trial until in 2017 when they granted him bail. Yes, I agree that he may have breached the conditions and terms of his bail, which led to the invasion of his house in Umuahia, after which he disappeared. I recall that when he disappeared out of the country, the federal government made a heavy weather about arresting those who took him on bail. Senator Abaribe, trying to roll it over there. But finally, Nnamdi Kanu was arrested illegally and renditioned from Kenya without due process. And since 2021, the matter has never gone into trial, for whatever reason. So for you to think, if it is you that you act normal, that is wrong. How is it that people are not considering somebody has been kept since 2021? Even when the Court of Appeal agreed that he was illegally renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria without extradition, the federal government shamelessly appealed that to the Supreme Court, only to find a way to reverse it. When the Court of Appeal found that he was renditioned illegally from Kenya, the appropriate thing to do was to release Nnamdi Kanu. And what is found, but that was the law. But for the first time in Nigeria, we had stay of execution of a criminal judgment. That has never been had in Nigeria until they found a way. So what I'm saying is that the Nnamdi Kanu prosecution is turned into persecution. I have sat to see how serious federal government will be to prosecute him. For God's sake, if they cannot prosecute him, they should allow this man to go. Nnamdi Kanu's case has become a very big snag on the neck of the federal government. The federal government must find a way to settle this matter, or else it will damage the integrity of the judiciary and of the entire administration of justice. It's becoming a hook on the neck of the federal government. The federal government does not know how to deal with it, and it is time we began to think about it. So a lot of lawyers who are talking out of sentiment. This man is standing on the position of the law. Justice Bitanyako have no jurisdiction to continue to try Nnamdi Kanu, having recused himself on record in January 2025. By reason of that recusing on record, the judge has no reason to try Nnamdi Kanu again. The chief judge has no reason to insist that Justice Bitanyako must try Nnamdi Kanu. The Federal High Court has avalanche of manpower. They should get other people to sit on the matter, on the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. I agree with Nnamdi Kanu 100%. I'm not saying he shut down his lawyer. May you be held for over 5 years, since 2021. May you be held without trial. And let's see how it will be. So what do you think? You should act like a reasonable man after all the several adjournments, after the abduction, after keeping him in the DSS cell. Is the DSS cell the right place to keep someone for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? And you want the person to act normal? Come on, lawyers. Lawyers should stand by the position of the law. The substance of what happened in the court yesterday was about whether Justice Bitanyako can sit and try Nnamdi Kanu again after the judge had recused himself in January 2025. Does the law permit the chief judge to insist that that judge must try him? Must the judge insist on going ahead to try him? And to lawyers who said he shouted down on his lawyers. For lawyers who don't know, when it comes to affronting the position of the judge, either for bias or asking that the judge recuse himself, lawyers technically leave that to the client for very, very obvious reasons. Lawyers don't like being the person to be seen affronting or impugning on the integrity of the judge. So it is always the job of the litigant. So if you think what Nnamdi Kanu did was not an arrangement between his lawyers, then it was an arrangement between him and the lawyer that he will take the affront. That no lawyer will take the affront on Justice Bintanyako for very obvious reason that every lawyer ought to know. So there was a reason why his lawyers kept quiet, for him to take the affront, for him to impugn the position of the law, why the judge, after recusing himself on record, must come back to say he wants to try him. So let us say the truth. The way the proceedings have gone, there is no way anybody, any reasonable or fair judge should expect Nnamdi Kanu to act responsibly, considering how many years he has spent in DSS cell, not in the prison custody. In DSS dungeon. So he has every right. That the fact that he acted the way and manner he acted is understood. And that's why the judge permitted that. On a normal setting, no accused person or defendant can affront the judge in the manner Nnamdi Kanu did. But give it to Nnamdi Kanu. He and his legal team are prepared. If you see the way he is with the law, just look at the video. He is with the law, you will know that he prepared with his legal team. It was a preparation. He had the laws in his tool. He had the laws in his arm. He is very intelligent, and give it to him. He prepared very well. He read the law himself and knew what to do and at the right time to do. And he did what was necessary to stop Justice Bintanyako from going ahead to preside over the matter. So if you don't understand it, then it's time you just keep quiet. So to those who are diverting the real issue was what Nnamdi Kanu was. Should Justice Bintanyako continue to hear the matter after he had recused himself in January? That is the issue here, and not whether he shouted down his lawyer or not. That is not the issue. And on that very issue, I say Nnamdi Kanu is correct within the law and is standing on a solid ground. Let us address the law as it is and remove our bias.
Alright guys, thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. What's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comment below in the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Share this video, let it go viral. Thank you and bye for now.
Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Bintanyako what to do is here. It's your law. Of Nigeria, chairman of board of benchers. A grown an old man like this doesn't know the law. You don't know the law. I'll give you a petition. That's the problem. Corruption charges. They sent her to my case so they can release or smoothen the pathway for the husband and the son. They are facing. It doesn't matter if they off it. In a corrupt society, that's what happens. They are very, very corrupt. That is a breach of judicial oath. They have violated the judicial oath. They have shown bias according to Supreme Court. They are biased against me. Supreme Court said so. And that is why what is happening in the judgments and rulings concerning me has been happening. So, disobedience to superior court orders. Supreme Court said you are biased. You are against this man. You should not have revoked his bail. Nigeria went to Kenya and kidnapped him. These things are in the public domain. Why, therefore, are they insisting on trying me? A court order was entered. In that very court order, it was said very clearly and succinctly that she is no more. No. That she is no more going to try me. Why are they insisting? Why are they insisting? I ask. Because they have no case against me. They have no case against me, and they know it. I'm facing corruption charges. They sent her to my case. According to Supreme Court, they are biased against the office. Supreme Court said so.
And that is why what is happening in the judgments and rulings concerning me has been happening. So, disobedience to superior court orders. Supreme Court said you are biased. You are against this man. You should not have revoked his bail. Nigeria went to Kenya and kidnapped him. These things are in the public domain. Why, therefore, are they insisting on trying me? A court order was entered. In that very court order, it was said very clearly and succinctly that she is no more. No. That she is no more going to try me. Why are they insisting? Why are they insisting? I ask. You have made your point. Because they have no case against me. They have no case against me, and they know it. Supreme Court said, man, you should not have revoked his bail. Nigeria went to Kenya and kidnapped him. These things are in the public domain. Why, therefore, are they insisting on trying me? A court order was entered. In that very court order, it was said very clearly and succinctly that she is no more. No. That she is no more going to try me. Why are they insisting? Why are they insisting? I ask. You have made your point. Because they have no case against me. They have no case against me, and they know.